Hey guys, hi friends. Just wanted to come on YouTube today and just do some quick chit chat with all of you guys today. I just wanted to let you know that um, I've been kind of like struggling since November with my health. As many of you know, I ended up coming down with breast cancer in November of 2023. And then I had my lumpectomy surgery January 9th of 2024. And then I went through radiation. It started in like February 12th and went to March 13th. And then my husband and I got away right after my last radiation treatment. We just kind of flew to Sarasota, Florida, just for a quick getaway and some relaxing time together. But so far the cancer is not detected. And so that's a super good thing. I'm supposed to have my 6-month follow-up with a breast MRI sometime next month. So I've got to call my breast surgeon and kind of get that thing scheduled. But I just wanted to let you know that I now just got diagnosed with stage 3 adrenal fatigue. And you guys, it's real important for us to handle our trauma, handle our stress, because it does take a toll on our body. And as many of you know who you followed me faithfully throughout the years, my childhood, I was very abused by my father. I can remember my psychologist saying, Melissa, you have like one of the worst child abuse cases, stories, that I've ever witnessed or heard. I mean, she was just appalled at some of the stuff that I had to navigate through when I was a child. And then, of course, I ended up in a very bad marriage for 17 years to my ex. And, in church, don't come for me. I'm divorced. I'm remarried. Sometimes I think Christian people, the religious ones, will come at you and say, you're going to go to hell, and if you remarry, you're in adultery, fornication. So guys, how is that supposed to work? When your ex-husband lied to you, and he lied at the altar, with his vows. There was never any covenant to begin with, because he lied about who he was, and he lied that he was going to love, honor, and cherish you the rest of your life. But, to me, there is no covenant because of that person lying. He was also cheating on me. I mean, I just really, have gone through the ringer in my life as far as dealing with toxic men and just toxic relationships in general. But I just need to get back on focus. But what I was going to say is all those things just have an accumulative effect inside of your body. And if you do not deal with them, they will make you sick. And so right now, my functional medicine practitioner has me on an adrenal, just supplement. And then because I have a very stressful work environment as well, I have another supplement that is supposed to help the adrenals and then also help the liver. And so lately I've just been super fatigued. I mean, physically I'm starting to look better. I know in videos past, my face was just really huge from like inflammation. And just, I had that like moon face, that they talk about. And now you can see like, I've drained a lot of that fluid, and, my lymphatics were just so backed up. But now it's like I'm starting to take a walk every day. Now, I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose. I cannot treat. This is just my personal story. But I try to walk every day, you guys, like 1 or 2 miles a day, just to drain the lymphatics, because walking drains your lymphatics. And so I've just been trying to do that. I've just been trying to do, just rest, sleep when I feel like I am just drained and I'm exhausted and I can't, do it anymore. That's kind of like what I've been doing. But if you guys see this video, just be praying for me that God just completely heals my body. I really believe that God has healed me of this breast cancer. Um, I think a lot of times this morning I was kind of just, meditating on that. Like, why do people, um, get ill in the first place? Why are they physically sick? And, I really believe that fear and trauma cause a lot of just sickness to occur in the body. And I'm like, but then I ask myself the question, what keeps people well? What keeps them well? And I firmly believe it's faith, like faith in Jesus, like faith that he is going to see us through, faith that he is over cancer, faith that he is over, adrenal fatigue. And so, something I felt like God delivered me of when I was going through the cancer stuff was fear, because I remember before, I was always a Christian. I've always loved Jesus. I got saved when I was 5 years old. So I just always had that relationship with Jesus. And I think why it was so strong was because I was being so abused and mistreated at home by my own father that I had to cling to Jesus. Like he was my protector. He was my advocate. He was the person who avenged me when the mistreatment, everything was going on. Like my dad, he did not live a long life, you guys. And I firmly believe it was because of how he treated me, my mom, and my brothers. Like he died at 43 of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I mean, God just wiped him out. And he had many times to get his life right, many times to repent. And he wouldn't do it. But I really believe that when people treat you a certain kind of way, like God sees it and he does not let that go, But I'm still kicking. I'm still taking the enzymes, even though I'm currently no cancer detected. I'm still taking the enzymes for the cancer. I have to take those for a full year through my functional medicine practitioner. And overall, I'm feeling better in some areas, but in some areas, it's like I'm still feeling worse. And I was talking to my people on Facebook this morning, I said just the stress and just everything that I've gone through the past 6 months is just taking its toll. And, sometimes we find ourselves in a place where, we let sin creep in a little bit. And mine has just been, you guys, honestly, through my mouth. Like, I'll just cuss or say a word that I shouldn't say. And I think a lot of it is I'm so fatigued sometimes and I'm so discouraged that, it just comes out in those ways. But, I'm just taking everything to God in prayer. Like, God, please help me. Please, clean my mouth out. I'm a new creation in you, and sometimes we just have to take those things to the cross and we have to surrender everything that we're going through in our lives. We have to surrender it because no matter, I don't care if you're the best Christian walking on earth, if you have a relationship with God like Moses had or Noah had or David had, there was still Abraham, there was still things that they even did that, lying and killing and having affairs and, all kinds of things. It's like no one is perfect. We are all going to struggle. But my thing is if we truly know Jesus, he can fix us. He gets us into that place and says, hey, Melissa, you need to watch your mouth. You need to, ask for forgiveness. You need to surrender, the frustration. You need to surrender your health. You need to surrender, just these things to me. So I think I just wanted to come on and just talk about that and talk about what being sick looks like, and just trying to navigate through the stresses of life in a stressful job and, just toxic environments that, maybe because of a traumatic childhood, we find ourselves still trying, in those toxic environments and we want to get out. But I believe that we can get out. And that is something that I have been actively doing the past 2 years, is just inner healing, having the Lord just touch every area of my life. I have great functional medicine practitioners, 2 of them in my life, who are just a godsend. And then I also found in the interim of all this stuff going on that it was before the cancer, I found out I had the MTHFR gene mutation that just wreaked a lot of havoc in my body. And those of you who deal with that, your body can't process folate. It's in all breads and pastas and, anything pretty much that has gluten in it. And so I really had to go gluten-free and just, my hormones have just been off balance because the breast cancer was, they say, caused environmentally by xenoestrogens, or because I was estrogen dominant. So I had to just go in and clean out all my hair stuff, makeup stuff, diet, just anything that I believed that was making me sick. I literally downloaded apps that showed me the additives and the chemicals that was in all this stuff. And I literally went through and just wiped my whole home clean of just everything. So, but I just wanted to come on though and encourage you that if you are in a toxic relationship, if you are in a toxic marriage, or if you are in a toxic environment, that it's okay to get out of it. Like your health and your livelihood and even your relationship with Jesus is more important. And I think I've learned the past few years just to start taking care of myself, and just surrendering what I can't fix, what I will never be, to the Lord. And, I love Jesus with all my heart. I love him, and I'm thankful for the relationship that I have with the Lord, because without him, I really don't feel like I would have made it through this last 6 months of my life. It was truly just something else to go through what I did. But anyway, this video is getting kind of long, so I'm going to cut it off. But again, I love you guys. I hope you have just a great day in the Lord. If you need prayer, message me. Follow me on Facebook, Melissa May. You can inbox me anytime for prayer. And, like I said, I'm there to help and or offer advice, or like I said, just pray. And so I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe.